country of the Democratic Republic of Congo, DRC, also known as Congo-Kinshasa, is complex and spans centuries of political, social, and economic change. From pre-colonial kingdoms to European colonization and the struggles of independence, the DRC has experienced significant changes that have shaped its current reality. Pre-colonial history of the DRC. The region that is now known as the DRC was home to several kingdoms and empires before the arrival of European colonizers. One of the most significant empires was the Congo Empire, which was established in the 14th century and existed until the 19th century. The Congo Empire was located in the western part of the DRC and was a major center of trade and culture in the region. Another significant kingdom was the Luba Empire, which was located in the southeast of the DRC and was known for its centralized government and artistic achievements. European colonization of the DRC. In the late 19th century, European powers began to colonize Africa, including the DRC. In 1876, King Leopold II of Belgium established the International Association for the Exploration and Civilization of Central Africa, which eventually became known as the Congo Free State. The Congo Free State was a private colony owned by King Leopold II, and it was known for its brutal exploitation of the Congolese people. Millions of Congolese were forced to work in rubber plantations and mines, and many were subjected to extreme violence and abuse. This period of exploitation and violence is known as the Congo Free State period and lasted until 1908. In 1908, the Congo Free State was taken over by the Belgian government and became known as the Belgian Congo. The Belgian government continued to exploit the country's resources, particularly rubber and minerals such as copper and cobalt. The Congolese people were not granted any significant political rights, and the country remained under Belgian control until it gained independence in 1960. Independence and political instability. The DRC gained independence from Belgium on June 30, 1960. The first Prime Minister of the DRC was Patrice Lumumba, who was a nationalist and sought to build a strong and independent country. However, Lumumba's time in power and President Joseph Kasavubu was short-lived, and he was overthrown in a coup just a few months after independence. They were replaced by Joseph Désiré Mobutu, who eventually became the country's dictator and ruled for over 30 years. Under Mobutu's rule, the country was renamed Zaire, and he began a program of Zairianization, which sought to promote Congolese culture and reduce foreign influence. However, Mobutu's rule was marked by corruption, bribery, and human rights abuses, and the country's economy suffered. In the 1990s, opposition to Mobutu's rule grew, and a rebellion led by Laurent Désiré Kabila eventually overthrew him in 1997. Kabila renamed the country the Democratic Republic of Congo and became the new president. However, his rule was also marked by political instability, rebellion, and foreign intervention. In 1998, a civil war broke out in the DRC, involving several African countries. The war lasted for 5 years and resulted in the deaths of millions of people. It also led to the division of the country, with rebel groups controlling parts of the east. The conflict officially ended in 2003, but violence and instability continued in the east of the country. Resource exploitation and economic struggles. The DRC is rich in natural resources such as diamonds, copper, cobalt, gold, and coltan, which are used in electronic devices. However, the exploitation of these resources has been a source of conflict and instability in the country. Rebel groups have fought over control of mines and trade routes, and the profits from the sale of these resources have often been used to fund armed groups. The DRC has also struggled with economic development, despite its rich natural resources. The country has one of the lowest GDP per capita in the world, and poverty is widespread. Corruption, political instability, and inadequate infrastructure have hindered economic growth and development. Recent developments. In recent years, the DRC has undergone significant changes. In 2018, President Joseph Kabila, who had been in power since 2001, stepped down, and Félix Tshisekedi was elected as the new president. Tshisekedi's election was controversial, with allegations of electoral fraud and the disputed result. However, his presidency has been marked by efforts to promote political reform and combat corruption. The DRC has also made progress in addressing the conflict and instability in the east of the country. In 2019, the government signed a peace agreement with several rebel groups, which led to a reduction in violence and improved security in some areas. However, the situation remains fragile, and there are still pockets of conflict and instability in the east of the country.